what I'm explaining here, maybe to explain, yeah. So basically, this one, the customer has different garages from two brands, brand 1 and brand 2. Brand 1 is RAS, brand 2 is Humanity. And so in each brand, they have different garages. So the F is one type of garage and the E is one type of garage. So
F1, F2, F3. So these are the garage type.
No, those are the garage name.
Oh, garage name.
Garage F1, garage F2, garage F3.
Okay.
It's the same brand. And then you have garage E1, garage E2, garage E3, another brand.
Okay.
So that's for the, and so yeah, it's a garage, they a workshop, you know, they manage cars.
Yeah.
So what the customer wants to achieve, he wants to be able to have a view. So he is extracting from Odoo. So I'm deploying Odoo for him, and he's extracting each month the file that I just sent to you.
Okay.
Share you. Oh, so this is for each garage, they will extract one file like this each month. So it has those fields, what is paid, what is received on the date, number of invoice, the contact person, some analytic lines if there is VAT, the journal account, then accounting numbers. So that's each month they extract. This is, for example, for the F1. There is then for the F2, F3, E1, E2, E3.
All are the same.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the same structure, the same. And then he created this file. This is an import of the one. So if you see the source name, this is F1 is A4 Pro, for example. Wait. If you go, oh wait. You don't see it anymore. Huh? No. Okay, so here you will have then you can see like what can do. So this is F1, then we have F2, F3, E1, E2, E3, and then the name of the company. X, Y, Z. Okay.
Yep.
And then all those data, yeah, I put notes. This is coming from the initial file. So this is just the source name. So which file it is coming through. Here we should have then, in our example, F1 données brutes, huh?
Yep.
With a month, because it will be each month. Then we have the company from which it is extracted. Then we have PCM. PCM, if you look at the notes,
yeah,
it is the first part numbers of count. So if you open the first file, can you open it on your side?
Yeah, okay.
The one I just sent now.
Yeah, yeah.
In column A, we can see numbers and then, for example, 55000003 and then paiement sortant. So the first part, the numbers, it's here.
Okay. Okay.
And then
from the A
this
column.
one, yes, the A column, but only the numbers.
Only the number. Okay.
And then here, I put also in note the first number, so 5 in the case of FIFA. And here, the two first numbers.
Okay.
Okay. Then here we have the second part of the word of compte. So you see we have 55000, and then we have a word. This is the word.
Okay. I mean the rest part of the A column.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, after the numbers.
After the number. Okay.
Then the year comes from the column C.
Column C. Right.
date.
Column C. Yeah.
Then the month also comes from column C, and the date also comes from column C. So
Okay.
one time is only the year, one time only the month, and one time everything.
Everything. Yeah.
Then partner is the partner. Is a column G. This is column. This is column C. So you see, up to now, everything is just. And then D.
So column J, it is coming from which cell? I need to input
this
the
one?
comment. Yeah, column J, right?
I have already put. You can see in my file, I have put in the title. You can see in the notes where it is coming from.
In my file, I can't see this one.
You don't see the notes?
I can see up to I, but for the J column, I can't see.
Because J, it's the same name. You can see J in the it's G.
Okay. J and G. Okay.
It's the same name, so I didn't put.
Okay.
And then K is coming from numero is F. K is F.
Okay, numero. Oh, yeah. Okay.
And then D is D. The debit. C is C. And then here, this is D less C. D minus C.
Okay.
Description is description. Tax is tax. Crielle is crielle. Journal is journal. So when there is nothing, it has the same name.
Same name. Okay. Yeah.
Those two have also the same name. And then here, this is a concatenation between the company and the partner. So the company, which is here, and the partner, which is here. So B and G. I can add it if you want, or you can do it.
Yeah.
So B and G. Same for ID count. This is B for the company, and then the 5500 and the account. So B, E, F.
B,
E, F.
B, E, F. For the now you are in V column, right?
I'm in V column, yes.
Yeah. V column in my file, it is mentioned B here, A source file, but it doesn't mention the E name.
Wait, because I mean here on the same file.
Oh, okay.
The UVW is in the same file.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, that I'm not telling something wrong. Yes, it's here. Okay, yeah, it's there. Okay. So so for the V, if I look, the V, it has A4 Pro, then the 550, and then the bank. So it's this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bank, you see?
Yeah. Yeah.
And same for this one.
Okay.
One has the journal, one has the compte. So one has the journal, see here, and one has the account. I don't find the account.
Account.
Let me try to look. It's also on the journal. Okay, that's not it's not an issue if we don't do this. Be here. Okay, source file. Yeah, it's on the. Okay. Yeah, it's the A of the source file. So that's, you will have then 6 source files, and they will all render in here. And then from here we will start doing some a dashboard. And I'm going to go back to my email. So yeah, requirements. So he wants a view on holding, and then one with the 2 master, and then one with the garages, like this, huh? Okay. What does he want to see? He wants to see the revenue and expenses, but and I'm going to show you how to get to that. Huh? So for the revenue, it is all what is under the D from debit. And for the expenses, it's all within the, let me show you. Expenses is all what is under C. But
so you mean the L and M column?
This is revenue, this is expenses.
Yeah, L and M.
Yes, but there is one thing you have to do is, for example, if I take the first one, Belgo. No, it's not a good example. Wait, there is already filters. Let me remove the filters. If I take any partner, and I sum up everything, so every C and every B, D, you can see I have a sum of 0. Because they are working with the structure of the garage. If he makes 1,000 euros, the master one will invoice 1,000 euros, so that the 1,000 euros goes to the master one, and then the holding will also invoice 1,000 euros. So for 1,000 euros revenue, if you look in the holding, you will have 2,000 euros revenue and 1,000 euros expenses, because it will have 1,000 from the garage and 1,000 from the master, and then 1,000 expenses from the master. And that's one of the item to take into account, to not show 2,000 revenue and 1,000 expenses, but only 1,000 revenue.
Let me think. So, okay.
But that we can start by putting all those numbers, and then we can put some rules to, because it will be linked to one specific company. We don't take into account the revenues from it. So it's okay. a bit playing with the filters afterwards. So don't worry too much about this one.
Okay.
Let me continue to show. Then yeah, comparing year 1 and year 2. So being able to see year the current year, and then comparing with last year or last period. Okay. And then something to take into mind always, being able to check by rubric. So rubric, it is column D in the Power Query file.
Power Query file.
2 numbers, 44, 55. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So for example, grouping all the 44s, grouping all the 55s together so that we see by type, okay, this is the number of revenue in that account. In 44, there is so much. In 55, there is so much.
Okay, so the comparison will be grouping by based on D column.
Yes.
Okay.
Then, okay, and then yeah, being able to have a sum of this one, what I showed you, the N column for each company, so that we see how much there is in debit and how much there is in credit.
So this will be the all sum.
By rubric also, by rubric.
Sorry,
the
by
sum of the 60. All the 60s, if I remove that, I take here 60, for example. So
I can't see the other file.
Okay, wait. So here, for example, I did a filter on 60. It's like a pivot table. You group by this one, and then you show this. But maybe even you show the D and the C, because it will then be this one. You see,
right?
So D, it's 620, and then 19 cost total 600. On the 60, we see then the sum of this, and this.
Okay. Yeah.
And then we see the top 10 of customer and top 10 of provider, and the top is also a group by. So for example, you take the customer is those that are paying, so the Ds, and so the suppliers are.
So customer is this one, column J. It means like the partner, this one, right?
Yeah, so but this is customer and supplier. A customer when there is a D, and a supplier when there is a C. For example, here we see only Cs. So all of those are suppliers. We are paying them.
Okay.
And if there is a D, all of those are customers because they are paying us.
Right. I understand.
And we show the top 10. And for the customer, we also show those that have open invoices. So, and that's what I was showing you just before. For example, Belgo. Did I write it down? Yeah, you see. Wait. I'm going to show you in the email first. In the email, this line. You see group rubric 70, 74, 75.
Okay. We missed the after. We will discuss later about this. Then we cross those above top 10 based on the C and D. That point.
Yes, but to explain you this, so the top 10 customer based, so it's the top 10 that are paying us. And then
yes,
the provider is those we are paying.
Yes, already discussed. And the next point?
Then we cross those based on the line C and D. Yes. So here we see that the total is 0.
Yes.
So this means he has no open invoice with us. Because every invoice we made, we have received the money.
Yeah. Okay. If there is something balance, then it
exactly. So yeah, if I remove this and I look at the total, yeah, now it's not a formula, but if I remove this with the formula,
can you please go to your Excel then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it's a bit. So here So here we have a total of 0. Huh? We have a total of 0. But if I remove the
you
first
are now
one,
discussing. You are now discussing about the Brute file or the Power Query file.
No, I'm not on the correct file. Here. Okay. So you see here, we have a total of 0. Because for each invoice we made, he has paid. But if I remove the first one, he owes us 5,000.
Okay, so that one is the open invoice, right?
Yeah, you can also see that for example, this is the invoice. This is the open invoice. So he owes us 5,000 for invoice 98. You see 98 here at Yelf, and then here he made 2 payments of 5,289 for the invoice 98. So those 2 payments is for this one.
Right.
Same for this. The 736 is for the invoice.
Okay. Yep.
So it's always one line you can see. So
yeah. So I can identify the invoice number is from the K column. I mean last.
Yes.
Okay.
And you can see here the difference. One time it's a payment in the bank. This is a payment received, and one time bank transaction. So that's why it's balancing itself.
Yeah. Okay.
And you can compare with those. Yes. So let me go back. So yeah, that's thing. And then total bank account. So here again with the column D, where we have the 55, 66, and so on.
2 digit.
Yeah, we have a structure where we are able to see. Well, you put a lot of filters, and we can see by master or by holding or by company, and we can show what's on the 70, 74, and maybe being able to compare with each other 2 times, 2 things.
Yeah.
And then to see how much revenue there is, it's a formula that we take the 70, the 74, and the 75. We sum those up, and we do less the 60 to 69. So 61, 62, 62, 3, 64. So we sum up the 60s less. No, we sum up the 70s less the 60s.
Okay.
And again, we have filters by month, by year, by company.
Okay. Yeah.
And he has experience in Power BI. So he wants once we deliver that he can adapt. So I think so. How will the structure be? So does he load the files on a file he configure in a folder he configure on his local computer, or basically he wants to know how will the implementation be? So he downloads from Odoo, and then where does he drop his files, or does he have to copy the content? So this is something he asked.
So they can do like if they prefer desktop Power BI. Actually, I need to understand how they work. I can give you the some of couple of example. So some people, they are relying on mostly cloud-based solution. So what they do, they put everything in the SharePoint. And when they put everything in the SharePoint, then they run the Power BI, and the Power BI become refresh. Why this process is most efficient? Because like sometimes maybe some files it is coming from different sources, different people, so they have one common platform. So in that file they put all the things, and the Power BI generate will refresh. So that one is the one issue. If there is only one people they are using, so in that case you can keep the Excel file in only on your desktop file, maybe in any folder, no need to be like SharePoint. Then whenever you will do refresh your Power BI, then it will be done. So I will prefer always the SharePoint, because for that reason Power BI is here. Otherwise you can make all the chart graphs in Excel itself. And Power BI is the reason is like collaboration for with many people, many files, many sources.
Okay, yeah, he's alone working on this, so yeah, maybe
or if they have,
maybe
I understand,
locally, a local setup.
Local setup. Okay, so if they have the local setup, then I mean it is easy. We can develop these things in the so yeah, we can develop in our Power BI, and we can share the Power BI file with you, then you can share.
Okay.
Yeah. And okay, sir, the company structure is shown in the below image. You can duplicate F1 Duni brute file and rename.
So since I have only one example of the initial file, you just make a copy and you rename it F2, F3.
Okay. And the E1, E2, everything. Yeah. And the master one is, so they basically master one and master two, I can consider that one is a brand. Then under this brand, they have some company, something like this.
The 3 garages or for one brand? Master one is one brand, and master two is a second brand.
Second brand. Then they have different F1, F2, F3 is the 3 garages.
So yes, basically F1, F2, F3, and E1, E2, and 3, that's where all the numbers happen. And then the sum of this is the master, and the sum of the two master is the holding.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah. Fine. Fine. Okay. Anything from my side? I'm just thinking. No, it is. I think it is pretty clear. Just what you need to do. I didn't take any note. I just try to link with your Excel file and the email. It will be a great help if you can share our recording. That it will be perfect.
Absolutely. Yeah, I do that just after the call. Yeah. And then you let me know for a code.
Yeah.
What do you how do you think? What do you expect?
I mean, do you have any target, deadline, and budget for this?
No, not really. So it's a favor I'm doing him. He was busy, but he was he took too much time. I told him I know someone. So yeah, tell me, and if it's reasonable, then he will be fine with that.
Okay, I will just double check this one. Share the video. I will double check everything. Because if I quote something, it will not be like. But you know, budget is sometimes depends on the client, because some client they are you can do coding in many way. You can make the structure in. I know you are the React people, so you know how the coding structure is like. Depends the beautification is the code. So I don't know what will be his expectation, but surely I will just give what is the like very basic, because you are favoring someone. So yeah, I will consider that one.
What I should propose here, and for your code also, to start with a prototype, something very light, and then based on that, he will have comments, and then like a second iteration where we apply all those changes, so that you take into account that it's not a one-time delivery, and then no, I gave you now the requirement, but he will come back and say, can you do this, that, and change. So take that into account.
Oh, okay. So there will be, I can say there will be 2 submissions in total, right?
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. Okay, I will consider this one. Okay, no problem. Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
and thanks for favoring me. Thanks for favoring me, and remember me.
I still have something for you, big, but I don't have the time. That's the thing. The first thing I shared with you with the action tracker.
the project management Excel file?
Yes.
Yeah, I know. You shared that file many times. I break
Yeah,
the password, but later.
No,
I
yeah,
think this.
but with the action log, linking with the action activity tracker, the requirements, that's what I would like to have, but it's very difficult to find time to sit with you and work on that.
Yeah, like this one, if you have the time, obviously you can find sometimes. I will do. No problem.
Inshallah.
And for
Thank you very
that
much.
one, for that one, I can remember the Excel file little bit. So for that one, I will say that in that Excel file, I can remember there was a custom Excel ribbon, many buttons on there. You was doing many things. So if this Excel file is okay, then I will say, okay, change it little bit. But if you think there is so much data, so much sheet, so much report, then I will say develop from the scratch. Then it will be like totally customized for you, or maybe for your team, for your company.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's try to make some time for that, inshallah.
Inshallah. And a last one question. What is your actually, today I saw your website, you are providing the web solution, something like this?
More or less. So we are doing ERP implementations.
ERP.
And custom software. Yeah, like Odoo. We integrate software. Basically, we integrate software. That's the thing we do.
It is all of the React base or any kind of.
No. It's for example Salesforce.
Salesforce.
HubSpot. Yeah. So companies that want those, we implement those with them.
Oh, okay. But you develop anything from the scratch?
Yeah, me no, but my team yes.
Oh, okay. Why I'm asking this? Recently, I'm working for one project. That one is the React base. So React Node. I mean, basically the MARN base. So I am developing this one for UK client. They have 300 drivers in UK. So their driver registration, onboarding, their payment, their loan, everything, invoicing, everything system. We are developing this one from the scratch for that client, and also trying to develop already discussed that one is the I don't know you are familiar with Buying Office or not. It is like the apparel, I mean this kind of product. So they do the design, then when they send it, when the fabric will be ready, I mean all that TNA sheet. So that one is in Bangladesh, that we are mostly based on the textile base. So that product is very popular in our country, because lots of companies having their the buying offices. So we are developing one software with all I mean we are developing everything from scratch, not integrating with the Salesforce or the HubSpot.
Okay, you should look at Odoo community.
ODOO. Yeah.
It's an open source.
Okay.
And you can do what you just explained. You can do that, and it's free of cost. There is a very big already blueprint of inventory management, warehouse management, CRM, and you can just you can add code. It's also you can develop custom fully, and I think it could be interesting if you're working on such a project to use that.
Okay. So in that case, is it possible to sell the subscription? People will monthly pay, and it will. Okay.
Yes. You can take the blueprint, the open source blueprint. You add your own layer on it, and you sell it as a SaaS. Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I will then look into this.
There is a marketplace also. So for the SaaS model, there are already modules that exist. You can just purchase them or copy them.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I will look into this, because this is now we are spending lots of time to develop everything from the scratch, and it takes like around 4-5 months, and many people is working. Okay, I will look into this. I will link into this. Thank you so much, sir.
You're also doing development, just React JS or React Native development.
MERN. MERN.
MERN. And you're proficient in that?
Yes. MERN.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay,
I mean,
great.
you know, previously my strength was Excel, Power BI, SharePoint, Power Automate, Google Sheet. That one is my core area. But when I developed this one, you know, now previously I work in Puma. 2 months back I quit my job, because here I'm getting more freedom, getting more money. More technical things. So for that reason, I quit my job, and now I am exploring here, because you know, JavaScript, Node.js. That is like now people are developing many things. So yeah, for that reason now I'm exploring those area.
MashaAllah, very good.
Yes,
may Allah bless your business.
Yes, thank you. Same to you. Okay, sir. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Bye bye, take care.
Bye.
Allah Hafiz.